Copy this, copy. Go ahead and join that click that to join the new live stream, guys. I'll see you over on that new one. This one I'm gonna have to end. Sorry. And if anyone's watching the replay, make sure you click that link to go to the continued version of this live stream. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to switch to the webcam, the regular webcam. I hate the way the webcam looks. I went to Best Buy. I'm looking for a particular one. I went to Best Buy to go get it and could not get it. They didn't have it. And I was also trying to get a wall adapter for my DSLR. And there's 3 ways to upload high-tech products. First way, manually. So if your supply has 50 products, you go ahead and manually do it one by one. That's tedious, takes a long time. So you can hire a VA for that using Upwork to just upload products for you, which is super fast. I recommend that way. Or two, the second way you have to do is use a CSV file. A CSV file is a complete pain in the ass. Hate it. I hate. It's basically a bulk upload. You use it's an Excel style file. So you put all your products in, pictures. You have to get product links, put them in. You can also hire a VA to do that as well for you, which is relatively, it's the same price. And the third way you can do it is using inventory source. Inventory source is basically overload for high ticket, but inventory is not cheap. Inventory source is not cheap. So inventory source already has a dedicated list of supplies that they're already integrated with, right? They already have a list of supplies that they're already integrated with. If your supplier is not one of them, you have to pay extra to get integrated with them. But inventory source is how you can automate your you can actually automate your entire dropship process. So orders come in, inventory source places that order with your supplier, your high-tech supplier, they bill your card, they ship it out. You can automate it that way. This second half, should I do the 14-day free trial? Go with the longer one, 30-day free trial. Why not? So CSV files, inventory source, and manually with Upwork. Yep. Manually actually sucks. I only do manually if my supplier doesn't have a lot of products and I can just do it for myself. Do you think workout supplements niche is oversaturated? That's actually a niche I'm in for. Well, I'm not currently in, but I've been in that niche for affiliate marketing. I've never done it for dropshipping. If done correctly, how long do you think a store? If done correctly, how long do you think a store can pick up and be profitable? So low ticket stores can be both low ticket and high ticket stores can be profitable from day one if you have everything done correctly. They can be profitable from day one. But with low ticket, it's all about finding the right product, right? The right product. With high ticket, it's more of finding a product and excluding all search terms that start at the top of the funnel. So if you do that correctly, you can be profitable from day one. Is it possible for a beginner to get 10% conversion rate on Shopify? Yes, I actually have a subscriber who set up their campaign. They set up their campaign $10 a day, just like I said. They followed everything I said, my strategy. Set up their campaign, and that day, I think they got either 3 clicks or 5 clicks. Every single click converted. So that's a 100% conversion rate. It's very possible. Link to Turbo theme and Booster theme for free. Just spreading love. Wow, Gary came in for you guys. I'm actually gonna check this out. Let me copy that. Take a look. Boom. I have a folder of themes that I bought. Might as well give it to you guys for free if you guys want them. I'll make a video on that. When I start teaching high ticket is when I'll start going to like themes and stuff. Give me 1 second. I can't see that screen right now. I'm checking out this link because I have to take out the spaces. Ooh, boom. 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 Whoops. Boom. 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 Copy that. Put it in. Copy. Boom. YouTube should have a feature where you're actually allowed to. I think there's multiple live streams going on, but I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a contact information thing. Okay. I think there's 2 live streams going on now on my account. Give me 1 second. Let me figure. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're good. Okay, let's see. Okay, Premium Lease Hub offers paid courses for free. I heard. Yeah, in the last live stream, I forgot who dropped it in my last live stream, but they dropped it in there that Premium Lease does have free paid. Saw Alex Becker's course for $29.99. Man, let me check that site again. I think it's either free or you pay like a monthly subscription and you get access to the courses, which is still a great deal, I guess. Well, I'm pretty sure they are not so happy that their courses are on the free site. Do you like Gary Vee? Yes. Gary, some of my favorite marketers, Gary Vee, not marketers. Favorite entrepreneurs and marketers, Gary Vee, Alex Becker, Russell Brunson, entrepreneurs, Grant Cardone, Dan DeSilva. No way I'm paying $1K for a course. What else? Who else? I have a list. I have a list recently. I actually made a whole list let's go. Boom. So it is my favorite. It's Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, Ty Lopez, Dan DeSilva, Tanner Fox, and Alex Becker. No way I'm paying $1K for. Yeah. $1K for a course. That's a lot. That's a lot. But if the course has great value, has enormous value, then it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. Ty Lopez's social media marketing agency course, I believe that did 50 million last year. Just give me the email. I'll send it to you. Send in questions, guys. I like Alex Becker because he's super blunt. Like, this message is self review. Hold on, I'll have to show. Okay, Alex Becker because he's super blunt. His strategy, he has a strategy that I'm actually going to test out much later. It's a YouTube strategy, the strategy makes sense because I've noticed it. I've noticed a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, and when I started my channel, I actually did this. I ran the YouTube ad, and I quickly noticed that the algorithm hates. It doesn't. Okay, let me be careful. So the algorithm factors in your YouTube ad views along with your channel. And Alex Becker has a strategy that goes around that, which I'm actually going to test out. Alex Becker is super blunt. I love it. I love his channel. Next, send in more questions, guys. I think it's 2 in the morning. Well, I don't know what time it is where you guys are at, but here it's 2 a.m. So I'll probably close this out at 2:30. So send in those questions. And I'm also going to try to do a live stream every 7 a.m. in London. Wow. I'm going to try to do a live stream every week. Every single week. Send in the questions. You tried crypto. Crypto is something I'm working on fully understanding. Right? I would never forget when I first found out about Bitcoin, and I told, it was a classmate. I told him it was a stupid idea. I thought it would never work. But clearly I was wrong. So I need to fully understand what it's all about. Here, it's not working for me either. Can you email me the theme? Okay. But for me, my long-term goals don't include in the long term, I don't dropshipping. Dropshipping is just, you know, a pedestal, is, you know, a stepping stool for me. You know, so I could do various other things. I see a lot of people in this space who are still. I mean, it's completely fine. You know, you could ride this niche out. You could drop ship forever if you want to, right? But my goals aren't just drop shipping focused. You know, my next leap is real estate. No, I'm not in school. I actually dropped out. You like my, do you do e-commerce full time? Yes. Well, not part time. My time is actually split between e-commerce, social media marketing, like starting a marketing agency. Um, I'm basically like I do a lot. I'm also helping a few of my friends build their own personal brand. Uh, I'm just like all over the place. Do you like Mike Vasile? Yes, I actually like Mike's channel. And Mike's style, Mike's YouTube channel style, I'm actually paying very close attention to, because I may start going in that direction as well for my channel. I just like how visually appealing his content is as well. I've always liked cinematic stuff, so I'm aiming to go in that same, you know, format. And I do like him as a person. I love his personality. I like his content. I also like that he's not centered. You know, when you go to YouTube and type in like Shopify, there's a group of people that are very prominent. Mike is outside that group. I like that. I like that a lot. When you see too much heat in the stream, of course, a major value. When you started out, who did you watch on YouTube? So here's the thing. When I came upon when I figured out what dropshipping is, I thought it was a whole new concept. I didn't know there's people on YouTube teaching it, and at the time there probably wasn't. So I was just making my mistakes and learning from them. There was no one for me to learn from, and that's something I'm actually going to make a video on, because I also think that the fact that a lot of you guys watch so many YouTube content that you're actually afraid to fail, right? You're afraid to fail. All you're doing is all you're doing is just watching content. You're not actually taking action, right? And that's a problem, right? I didn't have content to watch. I wasn't watching anymore. I was just going out there. I was losing money, learning, losing money, failing, learning, right? And that's what you need to be doing instead of sitting. I mean, it's great that you guys subscribe and watch my content. I love it. Of course, I love that. Right? I love that. I love building an audience. But at the same time, it's not going to be beneficial to you if that's all you're doing, watching content every single day. You need to actually go out there, make these mistakes, fail. You know what I mean? Like, watching my content, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you, but if that's all you're doing, and I know you get sucked into the YouTube vortex, right? Let's say you watch my video in the sidebar. Oh, there goes there's a Dan the Silver video or Old Vision, or you're boom, you're sucked into the vortex. Now you're spending 5 hours watching YouTube videos. Why? You know what I mean? That's something that I'm gonna make a video on that, and that you guys need to get out of. Stop. Go spend that. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be. It's literally okay to fail. Do you think Instagram influencers is dead? I think Instagram. I don't think it's dead, but I think you need to start aiming for personal brand style influencers based on what you're doing. Based on the products shown on the websites like Dropshipify, how do you pick a winner instead of looking at their potential? So with Google, I think, would you guys like a checklist? I'll make a checklist for you guys. But with Google, I'm not the product research method for Google and Facebook are very different, right? With Facebook, you're looking, if you're selling on Facebook, you're looking for products that you can pump out a lot of very quickly. For for Google, there's certain things you're looking for. You're looking for product uniqueness, right? You're not just looking to sell any product. So on Dropship Spy, Ecom Hunt, I don't have Dropship Spy texted, but I am on Ecom Hunt. Ecom Hunt, you're on. They're all practically the same thing. So I'm not gonna say go sign up for Ecom Hunt as well. They're all basically the same thing. So you go on these platforms, you'll have these potential winning products, right? Then I go through them and I'm checking search volume for each product, right? I'm checking the Google Trends for those products. When was it first sold? When did it first spike? I'm looking at all these things. I'm not just going based on the data that those platforms have, like Ecom Hunt has. I'm not going based on that. And there's also one that it's not. I don't believe it's available to the public yet, but Ari has it. Ari's a part of it. It was only for the mastermind group that he's a part of, but it has Google Google AdWords certified for certain products. My first feed I prepared was declined. I know it's because I didn't make them custom. Is this a bannable offense? No, they're not gonna ban you. So just make the products custom. When you make them custom, and then call Google, and they'll reevaluate your site. It's 2:08. Send in more questions, guys. What's your favorite free theme? Favorite free theme? I like Debut Brooklyn. Brooklyn. I also like Jump when I'm going for single products. I work alone. Do you suggest working alone or building a team? I work alone. Samir and Juan, Samir Tabane, if you guys know who that is, he has Juan as a partner. My problem is I've actually tried to find a partner, but my problem is I know what I want my site or store, what direction I want it to go into. And it's hard conveying that to someone else, right? But of course, when you're starting out building a team, you have much more financial resources to test more products. You know what I mean? Ari has a partner, right? Ari has a partner as well. I don't. I'm a one-man show. Like, I've just gotten so used to doing things by myself that it's hard for me to, find a partner. Any free alternative to sell who or ways to find a US-based supplier? Yes. So one of the free ways to look for is actually find another dropship store, another high-ticket store selling those products, and you'll see the brands, and then you contact those brands. It's very simple. That's the free alternative. I'll make a video on how to go through that. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm in Ohio too, bro. What do you mean no, it's not? Oh, like the partner wise? Yeah, for me it's just, oh, you're in Ohio. Oh, that's cool. For me it's just, I've just gotten very used to doing things alone. Like, I've been doing this for what, 4 years. So I've just done it alone always. Right? That's just, and I started thinking, okay, maybe I need a partner, because I became one of those. I'll also make a video on this as well. I became one of those people who I focused so much on my business that it actually ruined personal relationships for me as well, because I was like all about business. You know what I mean? I was always about the grind, always about the grind. So taking a step back and realizing, like, it's not all about this. It's not all about this. Like, go out, have fun. So I'm comfortable. I'm just comfortable being by myself. I've just been doing this by myself. What do you expect from a business partner? I personally want someone who's. I personally would, if I start searching for a partner, I want someone who already has Shopify experience. I don't want anyone I would have to train. Or build up or get. I want someone who, my weaknesses are their strengths, if that makes sense. But basically that they're level-headed. They don't make business decisions based on emotion. So should people buy courses about dropshipping or just learn it for free on the internet, especially on YouTube? See, I didn't know courses were a thing till Tanner J. Fox. I was like, what? People actually sell information products? Great. I would say how fast you want to learn. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, every course, all the information is out there for free. It will take you much longer to find that information, put the pieces together. You have to find information from here, find a piece from here, find a piece from here, find a piece from here, and put it together to make it work. It's going to take you much longer. Or you could buy a course, go super fast over that learning curve. So the choice is yours. I don't think courses are a bad thing. I just recommend finding courses that you trust, because there are courses out here that are just people's YouTube videos that they're selling to you. But you can give value and get value from a partner. Oh, definitely, of course, and that's what I'm saying. Someone who my weaknesses are their strengths, and their weaknesses are my strengths. I think that would be a perfect compatibility, right? Watch for the backstabber. It is definitely a cruel world. It is definitely a cruel world. Can Google AdWords suspend your account? Google doesn't just wake up and suspend your account, like suspend your AdWords account, right? If you write an ad, if you run a search ad and it violates terms, the ad will never even run. They review it and let you know what you need to fix before it even goes. It's not like Facebook where you wake up and your ads account is gone. No, Google. It's never happened to me, and I've never heard it happen to anyone else. They will tell you what your issue is. Until you can repeatedly keep doing it. So Google, you won't wake up with your AdWords account gone ever. It's not going to happen. Facebook has closed my ad account. Well, they took my entire account basically, and they still charged me for the ads that were running, even though I couldn't access my account. So just be careful out there. Sure, bro. Just spreading love. Oh, Gary, thanks for the free themes. I'll check them out as well. Sure, bro. Just spreading love. Send more questions, guys. We have about 15 minutes left. What's your favorite sport? First of all, I'm not really a big sports guy. I've never been into sports. But I'm starting to get into basketball because my little brothers play. So I'm starting to get more into basketball. I did run track back in junior high school. If you want, you can look at my store site for any critique and just finish it this week. Okay. Beeman's Homes. Copy. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Once I get OBS working, I'll do store reviews like on live stream whenever I can figure out how to get that to work. If you want, okay. Send in roughly 15 minutes left, guys. So in high school, I spent a lot. I was very materialistic until I started making like actual money, and then I realized a lot of things are literally just scams. They don't make sense, right? So I don't buy a lot. The only thing I don't mind spending a lot of money on is food. So most of my money is saved. Yes, goes back into the business, but I don't buy a lot of personal things. What's a good laptop for a tight budget? So I've had the same laptop. The laptop I bought senior year, I bought it for like $120. It was a Chromebook. That's what I started with, a Chromebook. Very cheap Chromebook. That's what I started with. Why there's not a lot of Shopify YouTubers teach Google AdWords? Well, most of them don't know how to use Google AdWords. That's one. And two, they learned from someone. They started their store with someone who was teaching Facebook ads or Instagram influencers. So once they see success with that, they teach that, and it just starts with the cycle. A lot of people think that Facebook ads and Instagram influencers are the only way to drive traffic, but clearly that's not the only way. Because think about it, Google was here before Facebook, and people were dropshipping back then as well. So how are they driving traffic? 85% of my money goes to food. Bulking is tough. Yes, I've actually gotten a gym membership. I was inspired by Wiz Khalifa, but I haven't been able to go this week. Been super busy. I am following some really cool persons. Some say money is not everything you need. It's health, wealth, love, friends, happiness, and comes when you're not seeking it. Yes. So when I first started this, when I say I was super focused, I was literally ruining relationships because of business. And it doesn't make sense because one day, you're gonna die. Like you're gonna die one day. It sounds grim, but you're gonna die one day. People are gonna remember you two ways: that person who never talked to anyone, never made time for friends or family, or that person, yes, he was a great business person, but he also cared about family. Well, all those things. I'd rather be that second person. So I've changed. I've actually changed. I think I've become a much better person now. I have time for my friends. Right, I hang out with my friends if I need to. Like next week, I'm hanging out with a few of my friends I haven't seen in a while. We're either gonna go karting or go skating. I don't. The old me would never. I'm busy. I'm business. It's business, 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 business. It's a terrible mindset to have. Right, go out, have fun. Yes, health, wealth, love. Definitely. Do you recommend selling high tickets on Google? Yes, high ticket items on Google I truly recommend that. Yep, just in the process you will hurt many people to make. Yep, definitely. How do you stay organized with budgeting, monitoring ads, time management when working? Okay, so recently I found myself in just like a ditch. Like I've just been tired, burnt out. So now I'm gonna be testing out. It's called the Pomodoro clock. I'm gonna be using that to better keep me focused. Another way what I use for budgeting is Google Sheets. So I have a Google Sheets practically for everything. That's how I like budget everything, and how I keep track of everything. And Google AdWords, I stick with my phone. Do you run into cash? Do you run into cash flow? Wait, hold on. I think I skipped one. Okay, is DHgate a legit high ticket site? Yes, you can use DHgate. DHgate saved me a while back. I think if you watch my how I lost $8,000 video, I talked about DHgate and that. Yeah, it is a legit high ticket site. Do you run into cash flow issues with Google Ads? Not necessarily. What's been most profitable search or shopping campaigns? For me, shopping campaigns, because I'm more into high ticket. So shopping campaigns are where to go. Any US dropshipping recommendation? What do you mean? Like US dropshipping suppliers? Because I have a general US supplier. Yeah, I have a general US supplier that I could give you that I use sometimes for eBay to sell products on eBay. It's called Petra Industries. And if you want to sell drones, if you guys want to sell drones, you can use Winit. It's a supplier of drone, like DJI Phantom drones. They have all that. Will the virtual credit cards work for billing for Shopify and AdWords? Yes, they will work. But AdWords has started cracking down on virtual cards, so it has to be an actual debit card or a credit card. But Shopify, I know Shopify, a virtual card will work. General, yeah. He lists high ticket on a general store that has low ticket. I would not recommend that. I would not recommend selling high ticket and low ticket? Well, if you're okay, let me rephrase that. If you're selling high ticket from a major supplier, like a US supplier, right, on a site that also has AliExpress products, I would not recommend. No, do not do that. If you're selling high ticket products, right, but you also have low ticket items from those same suppliers, from those same US suppliers, that's completely fine. But I would not recommend having high ticket US supplier products with low ticket AliExpress products. I would not recommend that. Send in more questions. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes. That ends up perfect. Would you say it's better to focus on marketing to the US or other countries better? With high ticket, you're going to focus on marketing to the US. Why? Because a lot of your suppliers will actually not ship overseas. And if they do ship overseas, it's super expensive. Well, depending on your product. But low ticket, you can focus on other countries as well. If your product is selling in the US, chances are it will sell in Canada, right? So you can expand to Canada. You can expand to the big five. Why not? Why not what? The high ticket and low ticket. High ticket US suppliers and low ticket AliExpress on the same store. The reason why is because if someone comes to your store to buy a high ticket product, right? You're building a brand. Low ticket AliExpress products are known to be junk. They're known to, it's terrible for your site's image. You don't want to do that. And one product is going to arrive, one high ticket product. Let's say someone buys a high ticket and a low ticket, okay? Well, the high ticket item is going to arrive in 3 different days. The low ticket is going to arrive from a Chinese website. Now they're like, okay, what's going on here? So that's why you don't want to do that. You use GoDaddy. I use GoDaddy. How to find suppliers if I'm a newbie. For how to find suppliers if you're a newbie. For high ticket, find a high ticket store that's already selling that product that in that niche that you're trying to sell in, and you can actually go through their brands list. Most of the big high ticket stores will literally tell you who their suppliers are. You heard about the ATM business. What's your opinion on that? Yeah, I've heard about it. I was actually talking to someone about that today. I'm not interested in it because personally for me, when I need cash, I go 2 places, right? Either I go to the bank, which is rare. I hate having cash. I go to my bank and use the ATM, no fee. Second, I go to a store that has cash back, so I can avoid paying that $3 fee. That's and there's some local stores around me that have ATMs in it, like the basically ATM business thing. They have ATMs in it, and there's basically like cobwebs on them. No one uses them, so you're not gonna make a lot. But it's $2,000. I saw a video. Well, I didn't click on it, but I saw a headline: $2,000 a month passive income with ATM business. If it works, it works. But personally, I'm not really interested in it. I would rather invest in vending machines, right? Because with a vending machine, they know they're getting something in return. People will go great lengths to avoid the $3, right? And for me, I get cash back. I would rather buy a pack of gum and then get cash back that way. I want something in return versus just giving you $3 for free. No. How can you set up Google Shopping for other countries? So when you're creating a Google Merchant Center account, you can actually select countries there. Is it good to start selling products under 50 on Google Shopping? Because I myself have a lot of low ticket. Yeah, with Google Shopping, low ticket, I recommend $19.99 or up. $19.99, you could go up to 50. It's fine, completely fine. For mid, Gary, what do you mean for mid ticket? Dang, it kills me to delete all my work. What constitutes high ticket? High ticket is roughly $200 or more with a major. Well, it's basically it's just $200 or more. Some people say $100 or more, whatever. You get what I'm saying? But it's $200 or more. And some people do high ticket with AliExpress. I don't. I just go straight to US suppliers because faster shipping times, better customer service, right? that's where I go. Do you openly tell people how much you make a month? No, I do not. I've always been a very like private person, and I understood that that's a question I'm gonna get a lot when you're building a personal brand. Thanks a lot, Gary. The themes are legit. You got any more freebies? I have only PayPal in my store. Will it hurt search campaigns? No, not necessarily. People will use PayPal. What's some high ticket niches we can make money in? There's a few. So one niche. Let me think. Now, I don't want you all trying to go sell in this niche. All right. So, fireplaces. Front answer. Fireplaces. What else? Fireplaces. You could do business to business high ticket. So what do I mean by business to business? So you can actually sell like, what's it called? What's that thing called? Like you can actually sell cabinets, right? You can sell lighting fixtures. There's this thing. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's called like an armoire. Armoire. It's like a clock. I don't even. But armoire. Sorry, don't say how much you watch Montel Gordon. No, I do not, but I'll check that out. Sorry, don't say how much you make. Should we avoid seasonal high tickets like wooden swing sets? No, you don't have to avoid them, but here's what you could do, right? So you can have multiple stores. But right now, I wouldn't. Right now, if you're in the U.S., I would not go for that because you're a little late. You're late. But if you build it months ahead, yes, it's completely fine. And then at the end of the season, you can either sell it, pause the store. I would sell seasonal high ticket items. I've sold Christmas trees before. You said it right. Said what? I'm confused. Okay, a few more questions. Because it's almost 2:30 in the morning. So get your few more questions set in. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking to be used to high ticket purchases. Even so, Christmas tree. Yeah. Where in the US are you from? I'm in Ohio. How do I get in contact with you for one-on-one consulting? So I have a one-on-one consulting link in every video. It's I think it's the third link. It says one-on-one consulting. The screen was tearing like crazy. Anyone knows? I'm gonna figure out how to get better live stream setups. Like I'm gonna figure out how to use OBS. I have it set up where I can stream, but every time I think my settings are incorrect because every time I did test live streams and it would lag, like it would lag buffer. So I need to figure out what's going on with that. Does your personal brand help? For me, not yet. So I'm not I'm not really monetizing my brand at all because it's barely a brand yet. You know what I mean? So I'm not really monetizing my brand yet. So um, not necessarily, but my personal brand has allowed me to meet other people. So like without a personal brand, I probably would have never got to have a phone call, have a Skype call, Ari or Jake Alexander, multiple different people, Marco. Well, Marco before my personal brand, I met him. I met Marco before my personal brand because I got into his course. How long does it? How long does it normally take you to do product research and make ads for one product? So I use shopping ads, so I don't do individual ads. Product research, if I'm building a new high ticket store, product research for me is pretty fun, because I just go out. that's basically, and like I said, Target is one of my favorite places to go for high ticket research, because it's Target. So it's pretty fun for me. So it doesn't really. I would say I would say maybe a day or two for me to get some product ideas, start doing research, search volume research, stuff like that. How long does it? And then making ads, since they're shopping ads, it's click of a button, right? That's how I'm doing it. So I make all my ads at once. Love you, bro. Thanks for live chatting. Oh, definitely. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here every week to do a live stream because I actually do like talking to you guys a lot. Live streams on Instagram. Once I hit 10K subs, I'm gonna be 10K subs on YouTube. I'm gonna start running Instagram ads to build my Instagram account up as well. How do you turn off Ohio or any other state on shipping Google Merchant? So what you do, the first thing you need to do, again, have to say this, I'm not a tax professional, seek the advice of one. So to turn off, this is only for educational purposes. So what you do, turn off Ohio, all you have to do is go to Shopify first, go to your settings, in your shipping settings, unselect Ohio. That's what you want to do. So if by chance anyone from Ohio comes to your store, they still won't be able to go through with a purchase, right? And then the second thing you want to do is when you set up your campaign in Google, what you do is when you put in United States, you're going to go to additional settings and actually exclude Ohio, right? So your ads won't be shown to anyone in Ohio at all. And if someone by chance using SEO lands on your site from Ohio, you're gonna end up, they're not gonna be able to check. Or when they get to the checkout screen, it's gonna say you don't ship to this state. And then, okay, is there an EMI for Marcus course? What do you mean EMI? How did Marcus course help you? I might use your affiliate link. So I got really good at shopping campaigns, right? Because that's what I was using from the start. So search campaigns are a little bit more tricky, right? Search campaigns are a little more tricky. And the first few search campaigns I was running, I wasn't doing so hot with them. I didn't really know much. I didn't even know about the modified broad matches. So that's when I, started going to Google. I'm looking to Google Adwords. And one of the first people I found was Marco, right? So went into Marco to start watching some of his content. I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. And another person I looked into was the Realistic Entrepreneur. So, I'm seeing all these things. And then Marco sold me. I joined Marco's Facebook group and he actually sold me his course. He started talking like, I was asking questions in the group, like, how do I do this with my search campaign? And he answers, he's very proactive. So he answers all my questions. And I'm like, okay, I'll just buy his course, get in. So buy this course. Very helpful, especially when it comes to search campaigns. And he just actually recently added some new updates. I've never seen things much positive engagement with so little audience. It must be really good at every frame phone. Thank you. I just try to provide value. Over deliver as much value as I possibly can. You should charge like $20 entry into these live streams. No one would show up. Right, I'm not so concerned with monetizing my audience very early. I think people do that. People who monetize so early, I think they're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? This live stream helps a lot. Thanks, man. How do you pay? This live stream helps a lot. Thanks, man. No problem. Glad I could help you guys. So how do you pay your taxes? The Shopify handle it for you. So Shopify sends you a form called a 1099. So it's basically, you have to do, I believe 20K or more. So Shopify uses that. You take that, and then when you file your taxes with your accountant, and it's them. So that's how that's done. But you also have to literally have to keep track of everything. So Google AdWords, because Google AdWords has to be kept track of. I don't typically use PayPal in my stores, but you have to keep track of PayPal as well. You have to keep track of the Shopify fees. You have to keep track of literally everything. That's true. Yep. People definitely monetize way too early. You know what? Since 45 minutes and 45, let's say, because this live stream is only 45 minutes. Let's say in 25 minutes at exactly 1 hour, that will be it. We'll keep the question going until exactly 1 hour. What's the biggest difference you've seen from low ticket sales and high ticket sales? Low ticket sales, one thing I hate about low ticket sales is the influx of orders. Is the influx of orders, right? So for low ticket, you need a lot of orders, right, to hit $500 profit a day, $1,000 profit a day, right? With high ticket, 3 sales and it's a great day. You watch the Mufasa. Yeah, I did see that. I did see all the things going on. I'm not gonna name one person actually said that the 1099 got mailed to their accountant. I'm just like, it's a download, but okay. Would you start with high ticket if you started all over again? My very first successful store was a high ticket store. And so I would definitely start. I would definitely start with high ticket. I wish they hate influx of orders. Look, like there's more work processing orders and fulfilling orders if you're getting 100 orders, $200 orders a day, versus 3 orders, 5 orders a day. Then you're good. Did you encounter any gold diggers? Even before I started YouTube, most people didn't know what I did. I don't go to parties. I don't go out. I'm not at these big events. I stay to myself. So I didn't encounter any gold diggers. Most people don't know me. Even people in my city don't really know me. Like I stay to myself. So yeah, that's that. What would be a con of high ticket selling? Approval process. The approval process is by far, depending on the niche, depending on the supplier, could take forever. Like I said, I have a supplier that I applied for in May. We spoke on the phone with their sales rep. Still haven't been approved. But that supplier is really great. Like they're a major supplier in the niche that I'm in. They own like 15 different brands within that same 15 of the major brands in that niche. They own them. So getting approved with them allows me to sell 15 different brands of products in that niche, right? So I actually need them a lot. So I'm still working on them. Okay, what's the best countdown timer rather than Hurrify? I used to use the one for beaconing. They have one, I forgot, it's called Beaconing's countdown timer, yeah. And then you could get the little, what's that thing called? The little lightning bolt. You could get it removed if you email them. Forgive me if I ask, with low ticket, $30 to $50, what is the procedure to find winners, right? So to find winners, right? Let's say you set up your campaign today. Sorry. You start your campaign today, right? You start running. My thing is to keep your ad running for 3 to 5 days. In 3 to 5 days, if you're trying to average a conversion every single day for a product. If you get that, you most likely found a winner. The way it should be. Move in silence. Yep. I'm not like a big like flexer, and that's why like my group of friends means a lot to me, because we're all very alike, right? They're not out here doing the most. Can I start shopping campaigns with your free videos on your channel? Yes, there's nothing left out. Like there's one video I'm gonna have to update because one person did point out something. I did leave out a very important setting, so I will remake that video. Rapid fire questions. Favorite color? My favorite color, depending on the day, it's either red or blue. Favorite food? I love Mexican food. Favorite app? Well, if you're talking about favorite app on my phone, I love Twitter. I've had Twitter for years. Favorite brand? My favorite, like, it's not really a brand. My favorite like store is H&M, Forever 21. My favorite designer brand is Louis Vuitton. And one of my goals in the future is actually to have my own designer fashion house. My favorite car, my dream car, is a Lamborghini Aventador. maximize click or maximize conversions for search campaigns. Always start with maximize clicks until you get conversions. Then have your Google tag installed. Have your Google tag installed and get those conversions. Yep, let your success make noise. Of course. Were you I actually was, but XXX Tentacion, the first song I heard by him was Jocelyn Flores. I was actually in college back then. It was last year, sometime last year. Immediately, the first actual song I heard by him was "Look at Me," and I thought, "Who is this guy? This is garbage." Until I heard Jocelyn Flores, I'm like, "Whoa, this guy has talent, right? This guy has enormous talent. But yet he did have a few things that were going wrong in his life. He did make a few. I wouldn't say domestic violence isn't a mistake, but he did learn from it, and it sucks what happened to him. I've actually been paying close attention to the news. Like, I was a really big X fan. Who are you supporting in World Cup? I'm Ghanaian. Ghana didn't make it to the World Cup, so this year I'm actually supporting our neighbors. I'm supporting Nigeria. What car do you drive now? The car I drive a Ford Fusion. It's basically the same car that Ari has. The car on my Instagram, the Mercedes, that was a rental that I had for that weekend. Do you think Shopify product tags help get seen more in the shopping campaign? I've actually got asked this today in the same live stream, but I don't think so. I don't see a difference. Do you test search campaigns at the same time as shopping? No, I start with shopping campaigns. With high ticket, and search campaigns are used to bring people into my funnel. Gary, he died very young. Respect for his. He did what he believed for. Yes, of course, definitely. Chris Nola, are you a believer in Jesus? Yes, I'm Christian. I'm becoming more and more religious. It makes me happier. I find happiness in that, becoming more religious, digging deeper in my faith. That's the reason why there's certain products that I won't sell. For example, the adult niche, I won't sell in that niche. But the adult niche does make a lot of money. I won't sell in that niche. I believe in Satan. I'm weak. What's a good color theme for your Shopify store? Go with your niche. It's based on your niche, right? So if you're in, let's say you're in the race car niche, right? You're selling a niche. Boom! I just gave you guys a niche that most people don't think of. So if you're in the race car niche, right? What are the popular colors? The NASCAR colors. Go with that, right? Go build your store based on your niche. Popular colors on your niche, right? If you're in the baby niche, you're not going to use black. You're going to go with nursery colors. You got to think like a consumer as well. I actually have a store that I might give away. It's never made a sale, because the supplier doesn't reply to me. There's only like 3 suppliers, and they don't reply. I have John Corson. Let's see that. It's a knit store. I have a store that's a knit store. I'll actually tell you what it is. It sells. I'm not gonna, just in case I give it away. I'm not gonna tell you. Actually, not gonna tell you just in case I give it away. General knit store. I just looked up John Carson, by the way. I'm gonna check him out. General or knit store. What kind? General knit store. I would recommend knit stores because of upsells. What kind of iPhone do you have? I have the iPhone X, which is actually, it's a scam. There's nothing special about this one at all. I would not recommend it. If you're looking to get a new phone, get the iPhone 8. Personally, I've actually been thinking about switching to Android. Do you have experience with Facebook ads? Yes, I do have experience with Facebook ads. Try S. I've been looking at the OnePlus. The OnePlus and Google Pixel is what I've been really looking at. But I'm also going to wait so I can see what Apple comes out with the iPhone X Plus. Because I've always had the pluses, and this is much smaller. So I'm waiting to see what I'll compare them. But I've been really thinking of getting an Android. My friends said they will kick me out of all the group messages if I do get an Android, because they don't want to see the green text message bubbles. You're now a technical guru. I've always liked tech. I like watching Unbox Therapy and MKBHD. Would you suggest starting? Would you suggest? Would you suggest starting more than one store at a time, or should people wait until one takes off? I suggest starting one store. Go one store. Don't spread yourself too thin, because now you have to divide your marketing budget between multiple stores. You don't want to do that. Thanks, Eb. Hope you have a great day tomorrow and you get showered and settled and good for it. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you for watching the live stream. You have a game console? I don't have one. My brother does. I don't play video games. My brother, yeah, I'm weird. My brother has an Xbox. What's the new one? The Xbox One. He has the Xbox One. Have you noticed that you've been thinking more clearly in your Shopify business and getting closer to God? Definitely. Getting closer to God has helped me in a lot. At least attempting to get closer to God has helped me in multiple ways. Basically, there was a time where, back when I was in school, there was a time where I hated college so much. There was a time where I was just super depressed, which actually started to affect my business. And at the same time, actually, when I heard of XXX, Jocelyn Flores and whatnot. But as I got closer to God, I started to make decisions for myself to make myself happy. How good has your experience been with Facebook? I put a few thousand in them for it. Just wondering how I do. So Facebook ads for just plain out selling Shopify products has never really worked out for me. They work for me when it comes to affiliate marketing. But if you're looking for someone to dominate Facebook ads, someone who could really give you a lot of insight, Ari Shorten, I know I'm saying his last name wrong. Ari, Jake Alexander, and who else? There's one more person I forgot. And then you like Adidas or Nike? I'm an Adidas guy, but I like both. But I do like Adidas. I like their sweatpants. If you guys ever see me in person, I'm most likely wearing sweatpants. Like, guaranteed, I'm wearing sweatpants, and it's usually Adidas sweatpants. I hate my SIG. Is that SIG or CLG? I don't know what that is. Peter Chan or Ari. Peter Chan and Ari. I've actually saw a Peter Chan ad recently, but Ari's the one I've checked out, and Ari is a very great guy. I've had a conversation with him. We have a collab video that I'm probably gonna drop either. I'm not gonna stay up to edit. Probably tomorrow. Do you plan on traveling? Yes, I do plan on traveling. Just not yet, because for me, I have a lot of things going on in my family I need to take care of first before I ever decide to travel. So I gotta take care of that first before I take a leap into travel. I actually might become a digital nomad. I just don't either I want to move or either move and stay in Columbus, or move and go to Texas, or become a digital nomad for a while. I don't really know. It all depends. A few more minutes left. Do you like the Predator computer? I have no idea what that is. The Predator computer. Come to India first, man. You will be a different person. That India is actually on my list. I actually have a list of places. That's crazy. I was thinking of moving to Texas. How does it feel to be financially stable and making big bucks? Well, it's like, for me personally, it's just like, okay, I'm thankful, you know what I mean? But right now I'm just it just gives you the ability to focus on growing an empire. And at the same time makes you realize how scammy college is. You know what I mean? My business for college is, if you're an entrepreneur going to college, you'll learn things, but you'll also realize that there's a lot of things that are outdated. Information is generated much faster than colleges can keep up with. Do you like the word ensure? I don't know. I guess maybe. I'm not sure. After reading this, you think something. Oh, and it's 1 hour mark. One last question. How much did you make off the glass blunt? So the glass blunt, that was early last year. Let me see. Oh, I wish I could. Hold on. I have a Google Sheet. Let's see. Because that store was, I did sell that store because that store actually only had 3 products. So I believe it wasn't anything substantial. It was like around 3,000. It wasn't like a major amount. Okay, let's see. How much do you make off the last month? How much did you make off the last month? Have you been able to hit 6 figures? Yes, I've generated 6 figures. So version. Let's skip that one. Should I have videos in my Shopify description? Yes. If your supply has videos, or if you have videos related to your product, have it in there. Any tips on staying motivated through the learning and building process? Any tips on staying motivated, right? So what I see the most is people when they first get started and they don't start getting sales. The reason they start to get frustrated, like, is Shopify scam, blah, 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 blah. No, people are actually doing this, right? But the issue is people are paying attention to people. People are paying attention to people who are making it seem like this is a get rich quick thing, right? They're priming your mindset. It's not a get rich quick thing. It's okay for you not to get a sale your first day. It's okay for you not to get a sale your first week, right? It's okay. It's okay, right? Everything's a learning process, right? Just know you're going to get there. Okay. Also, how do you go about selling in stores? I use Flippa to sell stores. You can also use Shopify Exchange. I prefer Flippa because it's much more convenient. People are much more serious on there versus Shopify Exchange. Is 1K a day profit not revenue with high ticket items, assuming your store and products are good? It's definitely a little bit easier with high ticket, but with high ticket, keep in mind you're not getting a lot of orders, right? There might be weeks where that whole week you might get 15 orders, but if your products are super expensive, you know what I mean, it averages out. You should be self-motivated first, or else the entrepreneurship is not for you. Kind of agree. God bless. Good night, guys. Are sales inconsistent with high ticket? No, sales are pretty consistent. Just you're not going to get a lot. You're not going to get 100 people buying $1,000 product every single day. You know what I mean. You get not 2 to 3. It ranges 2 to 5, 3 to 5. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. Of course, and with the new thing I'm doing, live streams will be up for 7 days, and then they'll go they'll go private. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys. What profit margin you recommend? 30%. But see you guys next time.